Okay, and before we go through the theory part, the theory part is very kind of simple and boring. Okay, uh, ठीक है. Just a formality. Just I'll read the what securitization means. Okay, securitization of debt or asset refers to the process of liquidating the illiquid and long-term assets like loans and receivables of financial institutions like banks by issuing marketable securities against them. Okay, so we are going to securitize. What we are going to securitize? Debt. It can be a loan or any asset. Okay, we are going to securitize that and make it into a liquidating form. Okay, that loan which the bank has given, it is not in the liquid form. Whenever the person who has taken the loan, uh, he'll repay the money. At that time, the bank will get money in the EMI, in monthly payments. Okay, he'll not get money very easily. So that loan which is there, which is the instrument with the bank, is not in the liquid form. Bank cannot sell that loan to another bank and take money from them. Okay, like in discounting of bills, supplier can sell the bill to the bank and he can get the money immediately from the bank as if he's in the need of money. So similarly, bank cannot sell the loan to another bank and get money from them. So it is not a liquid kind of instrument. Okay, so we are going to make that instrument in a liquid form. Okay, as it is an illiquid or long-term asset for the bank, like loans and receivables. So we are going to make that illiquid or long-term assets into liquid form. Okay, by issuing, how we are going to make it? By issuing marketable securities against them. So that we are going to do in securitization of debt. Okay, ये exactly कैसे करते हैं? We are going to start. Okay, anyone remaining? Anyone pending to join? नहीं? Okay, shall I start?
Yes, so
Okay. Okay. Second open नहीं किया शायद. Okay, I have made it and kept it because while making it wastes my time and your time as well. Okay, what is happening is, okay, I'll start in my way itself. In 2000, year 2000, 1999 से 2000 के बीच में, there was this software companies or the website companies were growing. Google, Facebook, Orkut, uh, Orkut अभी तो नहीं है, but Orkut, Yahoo, all Gmail, Ymail, या क्या था, Yahoo Mail, all these mails and all these websites and search engines were developing during these times, 1999 2000 में. So their share prices went up drastically in the American market, in the NYSE and Nasdaq, and जितना फास्ट ऊपर गए उतने फास्ट नीचे गिर गए. So their share prices went up very fast and they fell down like anything. So there was a recession in 2000. Okay, kind of a recession, because many have invested in a share market and their share price went on increasing and suddenly it dropped because there were no real assets on which the share prices were increasing. So there was a kind of a recession in 2000. Okay, so after 2000, 2001, 2002, slowly the American economy started growing. Okay, so during this time, you can see my screen, right?
yes, so
Yeah, thank
Yes,
you.
sir.
Yeah, thanks. So during this time, during 2001, 2002, what was happening? The economy was slowly taking a U-turn, a V-shaped curve, and it was improving. So this was noticed by the banking sector of US, America. I'm only talking about America now. Okay, and then I'll go to the end, the remaining parts of the country, the remaining part of the world. Okay, so this was noticed by the banking system, and banking system created a PR. Okay, public relations, marketing thing came, and they big banks like Morgan Stanley, Barclays, JP Morgan, Credit Suisse, and all these banks, they created a marketing campaign and a PR campaign saying that there is a, and even many movies were made on that, saying that if a American person buys a house, he has his own house, he has his own car, okay, and a family, then he will be the happiest person on the earth. So they made a definition of a happiest person. ठीक है, if you want to become happy, you want to own a house, you want to own a car, and you need to have a family, and every day by uh, going with your car to your office, working, coming back, and your a big house will be there. A house will have a lawn, it will have a swimming pool. uh, every weekend you will be playing in that with your kids in that swimming pool, ऐसे करके, and there will be a certain kinds of houses like that throughout a stretch. So there'll be many houses like that. So that was the marketing and the PR campaign, which started in the year 2001, 2, 3 by these major banks and many financial institutions also. So there was a kind of what do you say, a ranging between every American, that we need to own a house if we want to stay in the market, if we want to cope up with the market in the culture. We need to own a house. मतलब घर खरीदना and car खरीदना are the most important thing in as of now. So what many people started doing is, they definitely, many people don't have money to buy a house immediately. So they approached this bank and asked loan for car loan, and then sorry, home loan, and then for a car loan. So these two loans were growing exponentially at that time. Okay, so home loans and car loans. So basically, home loans, kaise hai, we have a perception that when we buy a house, the price of that house, the price of a plot of a land also, it will never depreciate. If I buy a house in maybe 50 lakhs of rupees, then that price of the house will remain 50 lakhs, or it will appreciate. It will go 55, 60, 70. It will not come down like 40, 30, 20. For example, if I buy a car of rupees 10 lakhs, then after maybe 5 years, the price of that car will never be 10 lakhs. It will be maybe 6 or 5 lakhs. Okay, but the price of the house after 5 years will definitely increase. So that is the mentality, that is the perception we have. So this is not the incorrect perception, but that perception gets imbalanced when there are many. There is a huge supply and there is very low demand. Okay, so that to fulfill the American dream, this individual approached bank for loans, home loans के लिए. So this one I have written over here, one. These are the people who can afford the loans. मतलब if they buy a house worth rupees 50 lakhs and using loan, then they have a safe job wherein they can repay the loan easily. So we call them as the prime customers. Okay, prime है, Amazon Prime वाले ऐसा prime special customers है. That means these kind of customers will definitely pay the loan to the bank. Okay, 1 second. So these kind of customers will definitely pay back, repay the loan, and bank will be happy with this. Now, bank has 100 crores with them to give away the loans, and bank has given entire 100 crores for the loans. ठीक है, पूरा जितना पैसा लोन दे सकते हैं सब कुछ दे दिया. नाउ बैंक कैन नॉट गिव मोर लोन्स. जितना पैसा था सब कुछ in the form of loans they have given to the customers, to this one, these customers. Now, uh, what sorry now what bank is thinking now, how to generate more profits. अभी जितना पैसा है we have already given in the form of loan, we want to give more loan to get more EMIs and more interest on that loan and more profit. So what we can do is, we can divide all these loans, ठीक है, into smaller segments like this. छोटे छोटा we can make a smaller instruments, small segments, and this segment we will sell it to whom? To the investors. The investors, these are the borrowers. Okay, borrowers have taken loan from the bank and they are paying every month EMI. Okay, and so the bank has the asset in the form of loan. Okay, or you have studied assets क्या है, liabilities क्या है बैंक के. So bank has these many assets. So bank will make this 100 crores का ये जो box है, this contain each and every loan, and we will divide this into smaller segments like this, and we will sell it to the investors at certain lesser interest rate. ठीक है, suppose a bank is giving at a 10% interest rate money to these, and they are paying 10% with 10% interest rate EMI they are paying, and then bank will give maybe 5% interest rate से इनको दे देते हैं. So the remaining 5% is the profit for the bank. Okay, so 5% को if they sell to the investors, the investor will in turn give money to the bank for buying these small segments. So bank will again get money, and that money, this investor which they have given, okay, that money bank will receive, and then bank will again find the customers and again give them the loans, then again take this loans and make a separate block, and then again divide that small into small investments, and again sell it to the investors. Okay, so this is what is called as securitization. Sorry. So understood. So what I'm telling is, so why this bank does, I'll tell you afterwards. How the process is, we have fed into the minds of the customers that you need to own a house and a car in order to be happy. So you are supposed to buy a house. Okay, so to buy the house, you will approach a bank, ask bank for loan. Okay, you will take the loan, buy the house, and you will go on paying EMI payments every month. So now bank doesn't want to wait for every month to get your EMI payments, and bank want to give loans to more people. So what bank does, bank takes this 100 crore loan in one block, and divide it into small financial instruments. Okay, they are called as CDOs, collateralized debt obligations. ठीक है, जो भी है, तो they'll divide this into small segments and sell it to the investors, and investors will give money to the bank. इधर आ गया, पूरे investors ने बैंक को पैसे दे दिया. Then after that, bank has received money, bank will give using that money to other people as well. ठीक है, and again that loan will be converted into this again of 200 crores maybe, and again it will be divided, and again it will be sold to different investors. Okay, so how bank is getting profit? The borrower is paying at a 10% interest rate to bank, and bank is giving at a rate of 5% to the investors. So the remaining 5% is the profit to the bank. So this is how we are making an illiquid asset, which is a loan. Okay, definitely loan is an asset for the bank which is illiquid, because every year EMI payment, every month EMI payment is there. Bank cannot sell that loan. Now in this, bank is dividing this loan into small segments and selling it to the investors. Okay, so bank is getting profit 5%, investor is getting with no, what you say, no risk. सिर्फ पैसा देना है बैंक को, and bank will give at a rate of 5% every month. So EMI from borrowers will flow to the bank, money will flow to the bank in the form of EMI, money will flow to the investors. Okay, and this money which the investors have given to the bank, this is being given to these people, so they will give EMI payments, and this EMI payments will given to these investors, the second slot. Then again that can be done. Then again from money from these investors can be collected by the bank, and again it will be given to these investors, to some other what you say, some other people, and then again that is a chain of cycle. Okay, that can be done. Okay, so okay, so this is what securitization is, the basic meaning of it. Okay, any doubts? Pin drop silence. No doubts? ठीक है. Okay, so okay, I'll continue then. Now, bank is giving loans to these kind of people first. It's number one, which are the prime customers who can repay the loan easily. ठीक है, इनको दे रहे थे. Then next, when the bank will receive money, they need to find people who want to buy the house first of all. Okay, so they have, and there is a competition between many banks in the economy. So they need to find the customers very soon, and uh, in the verge of finding the customers, they will go and find the second and the third class customers. Okay, why they are called as second and third is because they may not be able to pay the loans. Okay, so we will not charge them 10%, we will charge them 14%. Okay, and in some cases 20% home loans, because they are very risky customers. Their CIBIL score, and we have said it that the CIBIL score is very low. Okay, maybe at 100 200 CIBIL score hai. Out of 600 100 200 CIBIL score hai. So they are very risky customers, so we are charging them at very high interest rate. So, and definitely if they don't pay, we will take the home as it is going to appreciate in the market, and we will sell it, not a problem. And these investors are very happy because they are getting 5% um, returns. And the other kind of investors here, they are also very happy because they are also getting their returns. So everyone is happy in this case. So what are the advantages? I'll just tell you. Okay, advantages and some benefits. It is easily marketable. Now, loans, we cannot sell it to the other banks and get money from them, as I've told you. So we will divide this loans into small instruments called as collateralized debt obligations, CDOs, and this instruments we will sell it to the investors. So it is very marketable, and we can give it to many people and divide it into many small segments. So there is a homogeneity in it. Okay, equal 5,000 k, or sorry, 5 lakhs k or 10 lakhs k instruments, we can make it and sell it. And there is an integration and differentiation. That means many loans have been made up into this big box. Okay, or else a portfolio, we can call it. A big portfolio is being made, and then that portfolio is being divided into many small parts, and then it is divided into these kinds of instruments, which we are selling it to the investors. So there is a kind of a differentiation from here to here, sorry, integration from here to here. We are integrating all these loans into one, and then we are differentiating it into from one to many instruments. And it is everyone is happy. Borrowers are happy because they are getting loan. Investors are happy because they are getting their returns. Bank is happy because it is getting a profit. Okay, you understood? If you have understood, what problem can arise? Can anyone tell me? क्या गड़बड़ हो सकता है इधर? Is anyone there? सब लोग छोड़ के गए? नहीं है. ठीक है, you understood till now? There are people who are taking loan and they are paying money to the bank, and that bank has divided these loans into small financial instruments and sold it to the investors. Okay, so everyone is happy in this case. Borrowers are getting money for their loan, for their home. Investors are getting returns uh, for their investments, okay, with the bank, and bank is getting the difference of interest charge, and he's also getting profit. So bank is getting profit, investors getting profit, borrowers are happy because they can buy the loans. Where problem can arise? Come on, you need to tell me this. Till here, actually, it is there in your syllabus. Okay, the benefits of securitization. What is securitization, and who is getting benefited? Okay, the problems of securitization is not there. Okay, but the problems of securitization is very important to know you to know as a financial student. So that's why I'm stressing. Okay, anyone? Okay. Okay, so this is what we did today: securitization of debt. Okay, securitization. We are making an illiquid or long-term asset like loans, okay, into a liquidating form, uh, and issuing it as a marketable securities against them. Okay, then there are features or the advantages of securitization. It is marketable. We can sell it to anyone. It can be tradable, so it has a merchantable quality. We can give it to many people. It has a wide distribution, and they are kind of what do you say? Like in mutual fund, we have a units, okay, homogeneous units we have. So even here we have a CDOs of homogeneous. Okay, so five lakhs ka one instrument can be there. 2 lakhs का one instrument and commoditization. Okay, we are treating it as a commodity, and integration and differentiation is there. We are integrating all the loans into uh, one what do you say, one instrument, and then we are differentiating that one instrument into small financial instruments, and we are selling it to the investors, and then deconstructing the entire loan system, and we are dividing into this I have not told. We are dividing into first grade and second grade and third grade kind of loans. The people who will pay easily, or it is confirmed that they will pay. They are into this tranche. They are into. They will not pay. The loans are in this tranche. They cannot. They might not be able to pay. They are into this tranche. So very risky tranche. So whenever the borrowers, any borrowers will pay money, the money will flow like this. First tranche will get full, and then second tranche will get full, then third tranche will get full. So the investors also can buy depending upon the tranches. So if this is the tranche this investor has bought, so he will definitely get the money first. If this is the tranche, or this is the part which this investor has bought, so he will get money in the last. When all the borrowers pay, only then he will get the money. Okay, like that. And finally, the last slide is it is benefit to everyone, to the originator, who originator is in bank. It is benefit for the bank, uh, as the illiquid assets are getting converted into liquid form. Benefits to the investors. Okay, they have bought the instruments and they are getting returns on that without any risk. Okay, benefits to the borrowers, because borrowers are getting money to construct house or buy house for themselves. And general benefits is when too much of money has been flowing, the economy will grow definitely. That's all for today's lecture. If you want to answer my first question, it's still open. Otherwise, I'll close the topic. What problem can arise in this entire scenario? ठीक है, चलो at least try a guess.
So,
Yeah,
the problem could be when the borrowers won't return the fund which they have taken from the investors.
yeah, perfect. Have you googled it?
No, sir.
Google गूगल नहीं किया? Okay.
नहीं, guess था, sir.
अच्छा ठीक है. It's okay. Yeah, correct answer. Suppose either, and you see the consequences. Suppose borrower don't pay money, okay, to the bank, then bank will not be able to give money to the investors. Okay, if these investors have given money to the bank, and using that money, bank has given loans to these people. Okay, so they will got not, and if even they don't pay, so this will not be money will not be coming to here, to this tranche, and this money will not be given to these investors, and these investors again, if they have sold it to some other people directly, they will not get the money. If those other people have sold it to some another person, they will not get the money. Okay, so what I'm telling is, if a bank in America has sold these small tranches to people in UK and in Dubai and everywhere, they will not get money. In if people from India have went to Dubai and they have taken a loan and they are not paying the loan, so the Bank of Dubai will not get the money. And if suppose Bank of Dubai has sold the instruments in Russia and China and India, they will not get the money. So if one entity collapses, people in the US are not able to pay money, then each and every one will start collapsing like stack of cards. ठीक है, ठीक है, you're getting it. If these people, ये जो risky वाले थे, anyways they were very risky. So ये कैसे थे पता है? In real life, there are people who are working as waiters in small restaurants and as a security guards. They were also given money for buying homes. ओके सो दे डेफिनेटली सो ओके, अरे हम लोग नहीं पे कर सकते, नहीं नहीं लोन लो तुम लोग करके जबरदस्ती फोन करके लोन हैज बीन गिवन टू दी सिक्योरिटी गार्ड्स, द बार टेंडर्स and all these kinds of people. So they, after certain period of time, they are not able to repay the loan, so they failed. Okay, so because of that, bank failed to give money to the investors, so these investors failed to give money to other people. So it throughout the world. So so they have become bankrupt. Bank is occupying those two homes. Now bank doesn't want that home. Bank wants to sell that home. Okay, so the if bank is not able to sell that home, bank will reduce the price of that home. If that price is less and the person who is staying beside जो the neighbor है, he will think I'm paying too huge EMI, better I'll also default and I'll buy the home which is selling at a lesser price. So the people who were able to repay the loan, even they started to default. तो ये लोग भी सोचे हम लोग क्यों भरे लोन, we'll also not pay. We'll buy a home, that same home, similar home at a lesser price. So everyone defaulted in this case. हर हर किसी ने सोचा हम लोग ज्यादा इंटरेस्ट से लोन क्यों भरे, वी विल ऑल्सो बाय अ होम एट अ चीपर रेट. ठीक है, 50 lakhs का घर है, नाउ इट इज सेलिंग एट 30 lakhs. सो व्हाई आई पे इंटरेस्ट फॉर दैट 50 lakh होम, आई विल नॉट पे, टेक माय होम करके बोल देंगे बैंक को. नाउ बैंक इज हैविंग लॉट ऑफ होम्स, लॉट ऑफ हाउसेस, and they don't have any money to pay to the investors. So this is how everything got collapsed, and they also defaulted, and they who paid to these people, they also defaulted, these also defaulted, these also defaulted. So that is how the entire economy got crashed off, and we had a recession in 2008 because of this because of this securitization. Okay, the main problem comes when the borrower is not able to pay money to the bank when non-performing assets are increasing. Okay, so this is what is there. Okay, I wanted to teach in a class because it will become a quite interesting topic in class, because I can use many boards. So anyway, any doubts, or shall we close this? Okay, just a quick recap. We did mutual funds, depository system, factoring, forfeiting, and securitization. Okay, so this was the last part of the sixth module. Okay, securitization. You only have what is the meaning of securitization, what is the process of securitization, types and benefits. Okay, types. Okay, I'll include this. I have included this in notes. Okay. Well, that's it for Unit 6. In the next lecture, we'll start with Unit 4. It is a small unit, Unit 4. Okay, but it has a sum which comes as a case study in the final exam. Okay, related to leasing and hire purchase. So, so after one or two lecture, I'll start teaching that sum. Okay, so this is the end of Unit 6, and we are only left with Unit 4, which has a numerical. Yeah. Shall I close the meeting? Anything you want to ask about securitization or anything else? Oh, okay. Thank you, everyone. Go and have your lunch now. Okay. So, see ya.